Again, this is going to be a really tough discussion. Best starting units throughout the history are maybe not necessarily the starters, but best five-man units. And we're going to start off first with Ali because, Ali, this team that you picked out, that you told us about, you were actually very close to because you were actually part of that team. Can you tell us who you picked and why that you feel that is the best?
Well, I think I have to do it. People are watching. My former teammates are watching. I mean, what am I? I'm going to say, you know, the 2011 Talking Ticks, Tropang Texters. Yeah.
So can you tell us who were in that starting lineup and just what made them different?
Well, I think we had a lot. First of all, we had a 10-man rotation, reliable rotation. Start off with Jimmy Alapag, Jason Castro, Kelly Williams, Renel De Ocampo, myself, Jared Dillinger, Larry Fonacher, Harvey Carey, and of course the other two, Aaron Aban and Rich Alvarez, who were role players, but they really committed themselves defensively in whatever it took to help us win basketball games.
Mm-hmm. Well, so we're going to ask you to filter that out to that five-man unit that we were talking about.
Too many players. Just too many players. I wanted to stop you, Ali.
But you know that's how it is.
Can we do this over again?
No, we'll get to you. We'll get to you later.
Well,
yeah.
I'll get to that point.
Yeah,
Very good point.
We'll go to specifics later. So we now move on to our first-time guest here, who is basically auditioning in front of our very eyes.
It looks like everybody's guns are like this.
So, Dom, your pick for the best starting five or five-man unit for the league.
Well, I have to say the 1999 San Miguel Beermen. You look at the guys right there, and I'm only going to stick to five. Okay. Danny Ildefonso, Danny Siegel, Dwight Lago, Freddie Abuda, Olsen Rosella. Why? You look at this team, they won 2 of the 3 championships that year. Mm-hmm. They had a great coach and assistant coach. They were disciplined. You didn't hear any issues when they were winning, and they won consistently. And I think one of the biggest thing really the roles. When you look at a team that needs to be successful, guys need to be able to accept their roles, and that's what they did.
Okay, so that is the first little addition to the show from our Dominic Uy here. Now we move on to Coach Rai. You have a lot of notes. You had not stopped writing since you got here, and you have an interesting pick as well.
How much time do we have?
You only have like a minute and a half, so...
I don't think that's sufficient. Because my team, I don't even understand why you're saying that this is going to be a tough discussion.
Okay.
I don't understand.
Okay.
I mean, if you choose 1989, San Miguel team,
Okay.
it's not 2 out of 3. It's 3 out of 3. It's a Grand Slam team. You talk about a 4-time MVP, Ramon Fernandez, Alvin Teng, the RoboCop, 6-time member of the All-Defensive Team, the Skywalker Samboy Lim, member of the 25 greatest players ever to play, Ricardo Brown, MVP, only played 7 years in the league, but was so great that after getting all the accolades, individual awards and all, he left the league. And Hector, the director, Calma, who was like the facilitator. He was fixing everything for that team. So that is one team that dominated not just one season. They won 6 out of 7 conferences from 1987 to 1989.
All right.
I thank you.
So again, very, very strong argument there. And Dad, I know I kept you there for last, but that's because I know you have a lot to say.
No.
And I have to give you all the vuelo in the world.
You know, less talk, less mistakes. Okay?
Can you just concede?
I'm learning.
Save the best for last.
Okay.
And I'm talking about the 2015-2016 San Miguel starting lineup. Of course, Junmar Fajardo, Chris Ross, Marshall Lassiter, Arwin Santos, and Alex Cabagnot. Coach Ryan was saying his team won a Grand Slam that year. Or
I'm sorry,
even
that was my original pick, but go ahead.
You already agree with me. Maybe they were good for 2 years. This team, they were good then, they're still good now. They've won the last 5 Philippine Cup championships. How can you argue with
5.
that? Yes, yes. Last
Let me
five
take it down
championships, okay?
All right.
I mean, they were good then. Is my 1 minute up?
Yeah, no, your 1 minute's actually kind of
So,
done already.
I mean,
all right, it's okay,
all
it's
right.
okay.
Okay, I'll
No,
save
I
some
like how
later.
Coach Ryan literally wrote the number 5 as soon as he said it, as if that was going to make a big
And
difference
that's
in this argument.
that's just only the Philippine Cup, not,
Yeah.
not mentioning all the Governor's Cup and Commissioner's Cup championship.